Hello, everyone. Ryan needed some time to recover from his terrible tragedy. But we're fucking back with... Wait, what did we decide we were calling this again? Blood Brothers?
Souls born of the blood of the No, Blood Brothers.
I'm pretty sure I called it Blood Brothers. We didn't have a name when we recorded last time. I just picked one.
I mean, we should have called it Goliath Online. Sorry.
Because
I've got Starcraft Remastered on the brain. I'm
have you
picking that up at some point? I think so.
Yeah,
it touched me.
What, that gross. Is it free or do they have a cost?
No. I think it's like 40.
Okay.
It might be 20. It might be 20. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, that could make for some good content.
We're not here to play StarCraft right now.
No.
But me and Smick of the channel here, Shane Smick, we played a lot of StarCraft and Brood Wars together. Like, that was kind of one of our early bonding games. That was one of my early PC games growing up. I think I started playing it in, like, I think I, like, checked it out myself in, like, 99. And then in, like, 2000, 2001, when I think Brood Wars came out in 2001.
Sounds about right. I was like a fucking dumb kid when those games came out.
Just all in, like, and like I was all into the super fun side maps that players were making. Like, that's kind of where Dota got its start.
That is exactly how Dota got its start, through Warcraft, but still, same idea.
Apparently there was even an analogy one in StarCraft that actually, I've heard Shoemaker state publicly that that's actually predates even Defense of the Ancients on Warcraft. So. But like I remember even like people would just like back in the day it would always be because it was super popular, and it's probably still the case. Dragon Ball Z, there'd be lots of like a unit would represent a certain Dragon Ball Z character, and then the map would be just completely covered and you would have to go and farm, but it would be PvP. So if you ran into another player you could kill them, and then there was like objectives, and you're like, this is super elaborate, and it's like taking the mission structure of something like the StarCraft missions themselves, but just adding all these nuanced mechanics. And then I think it was interesting because if you look at game development now, I mean, how many games are that where they just threw RPG mechanics and other layers into their thing, right? And that's what we're playing. It's like how did this audience even then, before all this stuff became huge, know that's what that's just what we wanted. We wanted the ability to do that shit. Anyway, this isn't about StarCraft. This is about dying.
Losing 4,000 souls.
Goliath offline.
Your Goliath was certainly offline in that last episode.
I exited the game without using the exit screen, so I got a prompt at the beginning. This is why I wanted to start with continue. I got a prompt at the beginning stating, okay.
Is it because you like rage quit last time because of the fucking...
Well, no, but I didn't rage quit, but I exited just using the PS4's menu. So I have no souls, no anything, but I do have a pebble, so... and I have only one echo. And is the doll up?
Or vial, or whatever they're called. No, she wasn't working.
I don't have any souls to spend anyway. I'm okay. Yeah, everything's saved because the doors are open and the guy is gone. So yeah.
So I'm thinking our mission here is just push as far as you can, gathering as many souls as you can, and then just play it slow and steady and smart.
A pebble.
Because you're gonna need some souls. The only thing I want to do with StarCraft is like we're probably going to end up playing some form of StarCraft in some capacity. With you and Shane loved that game as kids obviously, and played a ton of it. I played a decent amount back in the day as well. I think Chris did.
Initially thinking that I would want to do that until I watched, throw more credit to the GB guys, but until I watched the quick look, and like. It wasn't even just them playing it. It was just that was my only footage of seeing it, and I knew it was coming out, but I was just like, cool. They're doing another StarCraft, but I haven't beaten any StarCraft since then. Like I've played about half of StarCraft 2, the first, and I even bought the second one, and then tried to get through the first again. But there was just I think I was saying this to you privately, but in a world where XCOM Enemy Unknown existed, and even like Dawn of War 2, like there was a lot more layered RPG mechanics and other like progression things going on in other RTS games, and I felt like Blizzard just like basically completely ignored a lot of that stuff.
Right. See,
and, like,
I think
the
that
missions
StarCraft
were
2...
just very much like StarCraft 1, just with better graphics, and it wasn't doing it for me. There was a moment when I was just like, man, there's something here that could be really fucking awesome if they just like. I think you have the evidence of Blizzard realizing how things have changed and shifted when they got rid of the next MMO they were developing and then turned that into Overwatch, right? I just think that StarCraft 2 wasn't them doing that. I think
no, StarCraft 2 was the magnum opus of RPS. Like, I think that in terms of from an esports
RTS,
side,
you mean?
Yeah, that's what I said, isn't it?
You said P.
Oh, well, okay.
Role-playing strategy? I mean, technically would probably be a draw. No, it's real-time, but...
Yeah, no, real-time strategy. Yeah, like, that's the magnum opus with that, because the early Blizzard games had one big downside, and that you can only select, like, 12 units at a time. And probably, I'm sure there's an argument that's like, no, but then you have to use the control menus better and it makes more skill. But, like, fuck it. If I want to just take 30 Marines, I just want to fucking take my 30 Marines and go. The same
Shane
people who
and
would make
I
the
also
argument.
were playing, like, we were RTS guys, and we were also playing a shit ton of Command and Conquer.
Like the Command and Conquer games, yeah, which you could do the...
Yuri's Revenge. Well, the thing is like, him and I usually, like, we did have a buddy, and we did play, like, after the fact, we did play, like, the original Dawn of War games, which
Are you going anywhere, by the way, Ryan?
Games.
You've been running around in circles for, like, a day.
I will be. Hey, this is our feature where we run around in circles in Bloodborne and talk about RTS games. Anyway, but just to finalize my thought here, sorry.
No, it's okay.
We weren't really, like, we did play some when we played the original Dawn of War games, which are traditional RTS games, and with Command and Conquer and Starcraft, we did play some of what you see on esports. You know, we did play competitive and sometimes go down that route, but we eventually were more into setting rules to the maps. So, like, you know, obviously one of the default ones a lot of people know is 20-minute no kill, but like Shane and I would sometimes even do even more elaborate ones, especially in Command and Conquer, where we would position ourselves on a map where one area is really good for defenders and the other area you can just make for attackers, and then the rule would be the defender can kill the other person, but only after a time limit, and the defender would have to, like, basically build a base. So then the attacker would be trying to get in and get through the defenses, and then that made it really strategic. But
they had certain missions like that
easier to manage. Like, basically, my issue with the esports version of any of the RTSs is it's pretty much over. Like, it's super intense. Like, the game can be over in 8 minutes. It's basically all out war the moment you get going, and like part of the fun
Ryan, you have to get out of the hunter's
to
dream.
Certain people is building bases and stuff.
Yeah. So
anyway.
Just fucking Christ. Okay. No, I like.
Here.
Yeah, I think that what they were doing was they were like StarCraft 1. I think was probably the single best game in terms of bringing
Brood
games
War
into what
especially.
esports is. I'm including. Yeah, I'm including Brood Wars, obviously. And then 2 was their attempt to be like, okay, like, this game that we made with 1 in Brood Wars was really good, but we made that shit in the 90s, and we were limited at the time. So, like, let's go and expand on that.
I recognize StarCraft is a really good game, by the way. I
think that they accomplished what they were trying to accomplish, but you would say that you didn't necessarily agree with their goals. But it definitely doesn't feel like they came up short from what they were trying to do.
Absolutely. There's always, like, I think every franchise even has, like, moments where you're like, I can respect the direction this went in and it's totally cool, but it's not a tone, or it's what they were focusing on isn't exactly what I wanted. But I recognize that there was obviously people who wanted that.
Yep. I would say though,
kind of the whole thing about diversity. There's a good chance that, you know, whatever they make in the future could target more of that. I mean, or you could just argue that based on what I saw of the remaster. I mean, people have that again. Like, based on even the early look at the community stuff, all that fun, janky levels that when I first got my first, like, Shane and I were playing, like, turret defense. Before that was even a suitable, like, all that stuff existed on there way back then, and that stuff is, like, all there again. Like, it's all back, and that's kind of awesome.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm mentioning this because I picked up the complete trilogy for 2 last night. Back in the day, I played through Wings of Liberty, but that was the only part that was out. So it was like the first campaign, the Terran one.
I want to give those stories again a chance. I was really interested in the narrative. It wasn't that, and I mean, those had those like Mass Effect style. You're on a ship and you go to different scenes. And
there's a
more
little
presented
bit
like an adventure game where you were just mouse and click keyboarding, as opposed to, like, moving a character from place to place.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because like that's basically like a really elaborate menu. But there's a little bit more story-wise. I think that
was there ever eventually base building in that, or was it just
sort of?
Like
so
generic?
Obviously,
because if I remember correctly, all that stuff basically just acted as your upgrade hubs. which like
right, but there was
that to me was,
permanent
and then of course
upgrades.
there was story stuff and contextual stuff, like there was a radio and you could hire mercenaries. I remember
Yes.
some of that stuff, but I like I said, it post Dawn of War 2, where it was Dawn of War 2 was like if you take the layers of like XCOM and gear levels up, and then you also give that to your whole squad, all your characters, and then there's above that there's also like a system level, and then you're like building things from there.
Yeah,
I know you haven't played it, but Dawn of War 2 is so good.
No, I played the first one, which I was
my souls.
pretty into for a little while. Oh my god, what? Oh, okay, not like the big...
The 828, yay.
Okay, yeah, that's 4,000. So my big... so, like, they do some things that I really like compared to the first one. Because the first one, obviously, we're in the 90s. It's like, we've made a cool game, and we're putting a story around it, but, like... And there's not really much, like, you can see exactly like how the
narrative
mechanics of the game went
of Starcraft 1 and Brood Wars though are like holy shit.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to ask you a little bit about this, because keep in mind when the first Starcraft came out, I was a fucking 7-year-old kid. I was really bad at those games, like looking back compared to now, right? Like I didn't build extra SCVs, for example, right? So I'd fucking sit there forever.
Okay, so you never
played
I was a dumb Starcraft. Kid.
No, hang on, let me finish.
Sorry, your
learned
first experience
later
with Starcraft was not you really playing it. You kind of on the surface saw it, and it scratched an itch, but you weren't really ready for what it was.
Right. So what ended up happening? Oh yeah, 100%. I got there eventually, but I never managed to make it all the way through the campaign of Brood Wars. I don't even think I finished the Protoss campaign of the first one because it got hard. When Brood Wars came out,
I really got into Starcraft in '99 and 2000, so that would have been when I was about 12 and 13.
Right. So like 8 and 9.
Like I'm ready. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There's a bit of a difference in brains, right? Because for me, it's like, well, I want to attack better, right? So I need to build the attack. Anyway. Shut up. I need to build the attack guys. Why would I build more resource? Like I was almost like Dan Riker, where I was like, well, I don't want to build more resource guys if I want to do more damage. It's like, yeah, but like fucking, if you'll have like one guy come out a little bit slower, but you end up with the guys coming out a lot faster if you have more minerals. You're not sitting there with your fucking dick in your hand. But I was like a dumb kid, right? So I got there, but I kind of understood like a little bit with like when I started 2, I was really confused as to why the Terrans were everyone was under the control of Arcturus Mengsk, and he just had like this giant fucking dominion going on. And eventually I figured out that it was like his whole plan going into the Terran thing was like, I'm a good guy, Jimmy, and then he's like, actually I'm gonna fuck over everybody, and you kind of see that with when he leaves Kerrigan behind. And she obviously eventually gets fucked over.
I mean, that's the crazy thing that for people who don't know much about Starcraft lore, but know that the Kerrigan is like this crazy dragon Borg lady, and it's like man, people forget that in Starcraft 1, Kerrigan was just a ghost.
Well, she does become a Zerg in Starcraft 1 in the Zerg campaign.
Yeah, I know. Later.
Yeah.
But she opens as a ghost. Like that's that whole narrative arc is in. Obviously that's what Brood Wars is about. I don't know. That's what that whole stuff is about.
Yeah.
Kerrigan.
Yeah.
I mean, Rainer's. Oh shit. Yeah. Shit! I was talking about Kerrigan, and these motherfuckers, they don't like her Kerrigan. Or they're like, Kerrigan. They didn't want us to besmirch her name. They're like, Borg Kerrigan's the best, motherfucker.
Zerg, Ryan, stop calling her Borg Kerrigan. Come on, man.
No, get out of here. Kyle, all of fucking...
She has free will.
No, I was talking about this. No, just listen. I was talking about this with someone not that long ago, but the idea that, like, if you look back through history, almost every story we know and every story represented in modern media is connected to something. Like some fucking influence, and it can almost always be tied back even longer than we even think. Like I keep saying Borg, but like that shit can be even tied back probably hundreds and hundreds of years even before that.
Wait, you understand where the hive mind concept originally came from, right?
Probably insect stuff.
Yes, that's why the Zerg are.
But that would be but you're only thinking of movie. Like
no, I'm not thinking of movies. I'm talking about real life. I'm talking about like actual insects, like the hive-minded ones, right? Like Babs, get off my chair.
But we're also talking about when the first time it was used in pop culture.
Oh, I have no idea when the first time, but I'm assuming it was
in any
taken
regard,
from that,
right? Like it doesn't have to be our version of pop culture. It could even be a poem, right? Like the thing is that there's a lot of this stuff gets thrown back. You can trace it back, is what I'm saying, through a long
Oh,
period
for sure.
of time.
But I think it's fair to
Anyway,
assume that the original.
I think Kerrigan was influenced by Star Trek a little bit. By
I
the
think
Borg
probably
a little
more the, because it feels like, well, Kerrigan's the least Borg-like of them.
No,
She's...
it's not that. It's the look at the villain after he becomes Locutus. It's a Borg fucking queen with crazy powers over her whole thing, who talks really creepily and looks pseudo-sexually. Then look at Kerrigan. She basically looks identical to the character except covered in Zerg shit. Like,
Yeah.
come on. And her villain is the same character. I'm pseudo-sexual in control of everything. I'm feminine. Like that was at a time where that femme fatale thing was really high on the villain spectrum. If you remember the 90s, Basic Instinct, like that shit was all over the place. Like, so I don't know. To me, Zerg Kerrigan, she was fine, but I liked the arc. That's what I thought was good.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
Turning into Zerg Kerrigan.
Yeah,
because I didn't expect it at the time.
She's still a sympathetic character because everything that happened to her with becoming a Zerg, completely not her fault, right?
All right.
You're not gonna fight that fucker again, are you, Ryan? No. You're gonna die immediately.
How do I play
You learned
Dark Souls?
nothing. I'm not playing Dark Souls. Okay, you're playing like less of a pussy than before, so I gotta respect that. Have you been practicing? You've gotten like way better. No. Okay. That guy. No, it didn't. It almost killed you. Leaping around. It was a good move, by the way, destroying the thing you got stuck on last time. I have no idea.
That's how.
Yeah. Why did you want to fight that guy?
I thought I had him. I totally forgot I didn't have bullets. I'm totally forgetting all the controls. This is how you do this. This is okay. For the record, it's been weeks since we recorded last.
Yeah. Ryan, we were gonna do some.
I told you.
Some fucking...
He's not supposed to kite this far.
This
anyway.
far. That was what I named that second episode,
but look,
by the way.
Look it. Did you see what he just did? He left.
Yeah.
Explain the logic.
Oh, I have no idea.
The one time, 1 in 100, he doesn't, because it's a janky game. That's why.
That was fucking great when it happened, though. He's not gonna kite this far.
We all
just
know it.
Immediate
so
death.
You know what? I should probably go get some stuff before I fight him.
You don't have to fight him again.
Yeah, we killed him, but I'm not gonna take that. I need real kill.
Oh my god, Ryan. We're gonna be like 6 hours on just this one fucking guy.
No. This is the run, baby.
Fucking Christ.
Ring around the rosy. Pocket pull a posy.
He doesn't have regenerating health or anything, does he?
No.
Okay. Unless you go to the Hunter's Dream.
Hey, what's up? Hey, bitch, I knew you were there. Like, Jesus, give me some blood vials.
Oh,
I could buy shit.
Yeah, but you'd have to go to he'd get his health back. No, I found that the thing with Kerrigan is she was still a sympathetic character because you couldn't blame her for anything that happens.
Here.
I believe.
There we go.
Yeah, you got this. Something
Damn.
you missed.
Hey, bud, I know you're there. Hello. Hi.
You got this.
Hi. Can you see me?
Freddy Krueger ass motherfucker over here.
When do you think he sees me? How many shines do you want to bet?
We don't.
Nice
joking. Meme, Ryan. Nice fucking meme, Ryan.
I'm
still a little behind on that series.
Oh, should I pass the pillar, bud? There he is. Man, he really doesn't want to.
Babs, stop it!
Are you serious? Now I need. There's better be some vials.
Hey, yeah.
One.
Yeah, so you're net neutral. Hang on, the fucking cat.
I love how I know he's there. Man, I'm just fuck the lock on. Why play like a good character? Why learn how to play the game properly? Like I should be locking on tenfold here. I have a feeling like some dudes are gonna come get me. So yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, almost guaranteed. The villagers. Yeah, but either in some capacity with like 2 or remastered or something, I think that would make for some really good content somewhere between the 4 of us, right? Because we have a lot of different options there. We could do stuff with the story if we really wanted to, or I believe that they have co-op stuff going on. But we could also do 1v1s, 2v2s, like free for all of any combination of the 4 of us with any of the races or whatever. Like we could get some really good stuff out of that. And
like for me, I was mostly just saying. I want to play remastered regardless.
Yeah, but I think that
I'm
that's something we
mostly
can
just
use
saying
for the channel,
that's
right?
on my brain because I saw it and I can't get it out of my brain. Like, I want to go back.
Yeah.
Like, when I say Shane and I played that, I mean, like, I'm not talking...
Yeah, that was, like, the thing you did.
I'm
where
saying
like,
years. Like,
yeah.
that was,
No, I
that
understand.
was a thing.
Yeah.
That
I
game
totally
was
understand.
so good.
Well, I've only got one question, though, for
the
you,
music,
then, Ryan.
everything about that game is just
Yeah, that game was fucking fantastic.
notch.
But I've got one question for you, Ryan. You want a piece of me, boy?
How about some action? That's a GI.
That's a GI from... That's a Westwood game, Ryan. Come on. No, but come on, man. I thought that was a relatively
I know most
clever
people
thing.
are either in the camp of they played Command and Conquer or they played Starcraft. They didn't.
Oh, I played both. I did.
And I was
better
always,
at
Shane
Command
and
and
I were
Conquer.
the same. We played both because both are fucking great examples of a great
Yeah.
genre that is
Can
now
we take a
not
minute?
nearly as popular as it used to be. And like
Yeah.
I know that it's extended on. Like Shane, obviously, as people can see on the channel, Shane has extended on with that genre way more than I have. Like he plays Total
we haven't
War.
Done anything on the channel?
Yeah, there was that one podcast where Shane showed off Total War. Bud.
Oh yes,
and
you
I'm
did.
dying here. That's because of your lack of faith in Pajodcast Media. The channel recognized. It's because I didn't realize those guys were there.
Yeah, I think that might be
more
it.
of them were coming back because of the bell.
My lack of faith.
Hey.
My lack of faith.
Hey, I got some news for you.
I'm sorry.
I got some news for you.
Yeah, hit me with it.
This town's finished.
Hang on, I'm having a moment here.
What?
What? This town's finished. That's from something.
That's a good one there, Dan.
No, I'm really having a moment.
Dirty
I
Dan.
swear to God. Ryan, no trolls.
What?
I'm actually being serious. I know that I know it. I'm having a moment. This town's finished? Oh.
There you go. He just said it.
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
No, dude, I've really been listening to the game. I've been fucking...
Wow.
I'm doing... I don't know if you noticed, I'm doing a show.
Yeah, that's what you can call it. Your show is... You're always doing a show. Life.
I mean, yes, but no.
Being Kyle Snow, the show.
You're fucking right, dude.
You're like the Miz in real life. You're just a reality TV.
I kind of
character.
am like the Miz in real
Holy
life.
shit, that guy just goofied right through me.
Yeah, like Kingdom Hearts goofy right
Yeah,
through you.
absolutely. And he's still doing it. That's a great attack,
Yeah.
bud. Now you're dead.
Hey Ryan, did you know that that Goofy is considered a funny animal in the Disney lore?
No, we're not getting into this.
You haven't been told that 4 times?
Kingdom Hearts, man. That's a game.
That certainly is a game.
There's a game there.
Yeah, with some kids with fucked up feet.
Dude, what? I
The
love
shoes
how
are,
that's
like,
all people
huge.
focus on.
They're really big.
Well, what if it's a style thing? What if his feet aren't that big? Like,
I mean,
people
that
are
just
allowed
sounds...
to wear pants that are too big for them, and that's whatever.
I mean, I think those are stupid too. Babs!
You probably wear
Fucking
pants that are too big
Christ!
for you.
She just pulled
Sometimes.
I can't hear you for a second, Ryan. I'm sorry. She pulled the cord out.
We
She's
all
running
do.
around like a fucking retard cat.
I mean, I know I do, thanks to the 90s.
There we go. Put that
The
back
dream of the
in.
90s is alive in the world. Alright, so who has my souls? That's the real question. We can't lose soul. There they are, I think. No, that's not them. Souls. Hey, you.
There we go. Can you hear me again?
What? I could hear you the whole time.
Yeah, okay. So the cat decided to run by the TV, pull the cord from the headset of the TV, so I couldn't hear anything, because I have the actual TV on mute. I'm gonna go fucking shake the cat a bit. Not really, people. Call PETA, but she needs to calm down for a second. Just keep it going, Ryan. I believe in you.
I mean, I'll actually play better without Kyle. I'll be honest here. So let's play some fucking Bloodborne. Woo, look at that dodge. Hot dodge. Hot dog. Alright. Got that guy done. Alright, so we're gonna grind for some fucking... So I actually haven't found my souls yet. I just realized that. You know what? There's probably gonna be dudes coming up the stairs. Yeah, see, that's what they call foresight. Shit, this isn't good. Get out of there. I'll heal up.
Alright. Sorry about that, but she's been running around like a crazy person the whole time, and I didn't want her to
Yeah,
break
boy.
something. Because that could have fucked the cord on my headset or something, right?
Whoa! Holy shit! That's the guy
What
with
the
my souls.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Kill his ass.
Bitch! Oh yeah! Give me all
Blood
those
out
souls
goes
back.
retrieved. Yeah.
I retrieve it all. Okay. We're basically gonna go man mode now. We're just gonna kill everything.
Yeah, I believe in you. Fuck these guys. Yeah. You showed that bitch what's up.
Look at all the fucking blood vials we got. We're not getting any Molotovs, though. If we wanted to take on big guy, I heard that it not only is it important to use Molotovs, but you know when he's not blocking, might also be a good strategy.
Yeah. In general, in life, that's true.
Well, it does lots of damage, but only when he's not blocking, right? So.
Yeah, you have to like bait out his block first. Cause you were just kind of like throwing them last time.
Well, you see, I was panicked.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit, Ryan.
Did I kill you?
I mean, you've never killed me.
Well, no, not you. Okay, so there should be people on the road here. Because I feel like... Okay, I thought I just heard a dragon.
Yeah, Daenerys is here.
Woo! She's gonna save the day, don't worry, I won't freeze. Oh wait, sorry.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. For anyone who hasn't caught up to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, including me. But I know the names,
All I'll say is, do you like The Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. That's what a lot of people have you believe that that's what Thrones is now. Also, that's sort of what Thrones is.
Yeah. Oh, nice health recovery there.
Thank you. I thought that was pretty impressive. So now that the bell rung, so you know what? Hello. So this should pop you up. Then I'll recover my stamina and then just kill you. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Hey.
Sit down. Hey.
There should be a guy behind me. Yep, I knew they were there.
Did you get his blood vial, or it just makes me hit okay afterwards?
Yeah, it makes me hit okay. There we go.
I wasn't sure if that meant you hadn't gotten it or something.
Hello, buds. Yeah, bring it. You know what I keep forgetting?
What?
Oh yeah, I got a Molotov. So I keep forgetting.
Don't you mean a Molotov?
I got a Molotov.
No, Jan said it that way once, and it was really funny.
Oh. So
Molotov.
let's put that Molotov in my quick items.
It's like the time that we were playing Hitman and you said
I
machete.
have a whip too. I totally forgot about that.
Wait, what? You forgot that you had the whip?
Yeah, I've been fighting these motherfuckers. So what are we doing? We gonna challenge this guy? We're gonna just upstep his face? Let's just fucking do this. No more.
Alright, yeah, clear out all the stuff first though, so you don't get stuck on it.
No more being a coward.
Oh, fucking, we don't care about being PC. I say dumb shit all the time. I think I called the cat autistic earlier today, or at least once.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of sexist, right? Because you're not cowardice just because you're. It's like it is a slogan that means like you're being weak or a coward, but I mean it's associated.
I mean, I don't necessarily know if like calling a man a pussy and referring to like the pussy that is the woman's genitals are supposed to be the same thing. I've always interpreted those as like two different uses.
Okay.
I could be wrong about that. Like that could be just a me thing, but like, because the same way like, if you call a man a bitch and you call a woman a bitch, those mean two different things, right? If you call a man a bitch, you're saying that he's a pussy, and you call a woman a bitch, you're saying that she's being...
you can call your female dog a bitch.
Well, I mean, you can call her that. That's the one that nobody can really complain about, because that's...
I mean, they can. They could say that's offensive, but it's a true term, so...
So, here's my thing with people when they get offended. I don't care, because that like, good for you. If I care about you, I won't say it in front of you. If I don't, like, people don't have the right to not be offended in life, right?
Okay, yeah, that does a decent chunk.
Yeah, when he's not blocking.
So he's gonna jump at me. So I need to back up in a way that keeps the distance. You dig?
Keep the faith, Ryan. Yeah.
Is he coming?
Maybe.
So his weapon might clip here, so I'm backing up even more.
Yeah,
I don't think he's coming.
Yeah. No, he's
turned
fucking
around.
done with your shit.
So that'll give me a chance to get a second Molotov off against him.
You should get him with you should have hit him first and then gotten him with
I backed up. Like, see, I hit I hit Molotov and then I literally spammed punch. Like I was gonna try to do so. What I was realizing, I need to kill him the right way. There's a way to kill him. I'm just being a baby about it because I remember that there's later versions of these guys that you fight, and you can just wreck them. You just have to fight them correctly. and I'm not doing that. So you know what? We're not even gonna. We're just gonna go get my souls and keep fighting him. We're gonna grind the Dark Souls the right way. Sorry, Blood Souls, Born Souls of the Brothers. We're gonna grind that the right way. And
do you know when we're gonna do that though, Ryan?
That is play the game.
Do you know when we're gonna do that?
Reggie Fils-Aimé style.
We're gonna do that next time on Blood Brothers.
No, not on Dragon Ball Z.
No, because it's the end of the episode.
I'm in the groove here though. Just hold on.
Ryan, it's not gonna be a break for us. It's gonna be a break for the audience.
The Emperor's new. We're here. Okay. We'll
Thank you everyone for joining us. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.